Time is running out for humanity as Elon Musk is about to launch the Beast system globally, in connection to Xapp payments, Starlink, the upcoming X-ID identification system, the Neuralink, the Quantum.QR code Luciferin tattoo, and of course the new one world currency, XPR, nicknamed Proton. Most of the videos on YouTube that describe the mark of the beast are often incomplete in their description of the mark of the beast. Oftentimes they are overly focused on the Neuralink, and at other times they're focused on the jabs in your body. However, in this video we will show you how the X identification system is a complex multi-layered system of running components that is required to digitally enslave you, as well as create a quantum portal into Hades itself, to siphon your soul and tie you to the blockchain. To understand the mark of the beast you have to understand cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency works to send payments through QR codes wherein the receiver of the payment displays his unique QR code linked to his bank address. Payments are sent as the mobile phone scans the QR code of the receiver and the sender signs a digital signature linked to their ID which certifies the transaction. When the blackout occurs and the banking sector is collapsed, the elite will roll out new regulations requiring everyone to have a digital identity and be registered under a unique X-ID, particularly in the United States. Elon Musk will form a formal department called the Department of Governmental Efficiency, also called DOGE, and they will propose that the only way to stop illegal immigration and illegal voting would be to scan everyone into the system such that no one could defraud the votes anymore. Banks too will require the crypto wallet with your full identification, and they will argue this is to stop money laundering and acts of terrorism. As such, they will mandate a quantum tattoo, which will be an invisible tattoo placed near the wrist, the palm or the forehead, if one so chooses. However, unlike popular media, this will not be a visible QR code tattoo, as most will not accept something that is visibly abhorrent to kids and family. The quantum tattoo will be an invisible tattoo, almost microscopic and nano in nature. It will look trendy and cool like in the Avatar movies, but will contain the Luciferin pigment, a firefly pigment that will light up when dark light is shined upon it. This QR code will be containing your digital passport in the form of a soul-bound token, which will contain your full name, your address, your X identification number, your qualifications, your criminal history, your credit score, and this also will contain your @Twitter handle, which will be the mode of payment if someone were to pay ID you. In short, someone can scan your quantum tattoo QR code soulbound token to be able to send you money, and after the blackout they will deem paper forms of identification as unworthy, unreliable and illegal. This X-ID and soulbound token will be the form of an NFT and will be connected uniquely to your MAC address, which was assigned to each person that received the jabs. This will link via the MAC address and the nanoparticles into the Internet of Things via the Starlink system. And the Starlink will connect all the AI drones. This means you will be continuously monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the airports they will not let you travel without the quantum tattoo, and they will check to see if you have an imitation tattoo by shining a dark light on your wrist. If the wrist tattoo lights up blue, it will be deemed as a legitimate form of identification. The missing link to all of this is that your soulbound token and your Neuralink/Quantum tattoo will be linked to your unique bank account in the form of an Xapp/WebAuth Proton account, which will use state-of-the-art web authentication system to store your unique identification data onto the phone chip, and later embedded on the quantum tattoo/Neuralink. The Neuralink will contain your private information and will be used as a vessel for your private keys to sign your transactions. The quantum feature contains your public address or public keys that the public can view on demand. Elon Musk will team up with the CEO of XPR called Marshall Hayner, who at this time will be part of the crypto advisory group for the President of the United States. Under the guise of reforming the banking industry, which at this point will be collapsed, they will boast the virtues of self-custodying and holding your own private keys, and as well as bypassing banks to lend and borrow money in their platform called Proton Loan, which will be money lent out via algorithms in a decentralized way. The catch-22 is that they will make mandatory logging in onto the loan platform or WebAuth app via the X-ID neural links, the Oculus or Orb Scan, which will scan your eyeball to verify your identity, putting you permanently into Satan's smart grid system of surveillance. Whilst these techniques seem unremarkable to the standard individual, the truth is much more sinister, as the Neuralink will siphon your consciousness and your soul into a quantum portal. And into hell. In IT terms, it will also make you a hackable animal under MK Ultra control, as they are now able to beam mind control into your brain waves. Furthermore, the OrbScan scans your soul essence and your identity and creates a 3D avatar which they call the Digital Twin Project. They will try and imprison your cloned digital identity and trap it permanently onto the blockchain, effectively making a digital slave version of you that they seek to control. From the DNA that was collected from the smears, they will aim to collect society's collective consciousness and fuse the digital clones with actual physical clones they have of every person. Then they plan to fuse the two and imprison them into a hellish metaverse of fire and brimstone. This will give them an infinite loop of harvestable energy, as the demons cannot maintain their own energy without resorting to vampirism off pain. Furthermore, they will have a feature where you can register your palm called Palm Pay, where you simply pay for things by waving your palm or hand over a green scan reader. The reader will not detect your palm or register your palm unless you have an X-Id, WebAuth account, Xapp account, or a green tick of certification, and in the future a Neuralink device that will be needed to synchronize with all the payments companies and applications. MetalPay will be seen as the US patriotic version of BricsPay, and Elon will be touted as a hero for acquiring this from Marshall Hayner. MetalPay will be touted as a competitor to BricsPay, but the reality, both BricsPay and MetalPay are two halves of the same beast system, one for the East and one for the West. They will use controls like the delisting your KYC or know your customer green tick of certification should you do anything to go against this new beast system. Without the green tick, you are not able to buy things over $10,000, you are not able to get a loan, and in most cases you are very restricted in what you can buy and sell. In very extreme cases, they will block out your WebAuth account directly via the Xapp and the WebAuth system. Whilst most people believe that XRP is the world currency, the reality is that they inverted the reality to XPR. This is why Ripple's symbol is that of the DNA chromosomes, and why Bitcoin SVN Chain's motto is the DNA of blockchain. XRP and its variants, including XRP 262 as featured in many Hollywood films and videos, is about the DNA chromosome being uptaken by the luciferase enzyme, which will come up as a cobalt blue cross. The implications of this beast system is literally death or life. Should one accept the X-Id system, the WebAuth Xapp payment system, the Quantum. Luciferin tattoo and the Neuralink chip, this will be what the demons will require to fully hack you via MK Ultra and turn you into a zombie, to take full control of your consciousness and to connect you to the metaverse of hell. Every time you pay with the mark of the beast, you are paying with your consciousness, and that consciousness forms a wormhole into the quantum portal, into hell, where your energy is siphoned until it is completely demonically possessed. So what can you do? 1. Avoid the X-Id registration system on Proton and Metal blockchain. 2. Avoid any quantum. Tattoos. 3. Avoid the WebAuth app system and the Xapp MetalPay system. 4. Detoxify from any smart dust nanoparticulate exposure and remove the black goo from your body. There are no pure bloods, as it is the water, meat, food and air. 5. Refuse the Neuralink X mark of the beast. 6. Refuse to register your palm under PalmPay, and refuse the OrbScan, the Oculus Scan, or any KYC system that will put you into Satan's smart grid system. Join the Remnant and print the seal of the Remnant as a divine contract to God to protect you from the tribulation of that which is here. Receive regular Holy Communion before the Abomination of Desolation, as communion will soon be outlawed. The reason is the incoming demonic alien zombie blue beam infestation cannot happen until the presence of God is extinguished and removed from the remnant, i.e. every person's being. Communion is an alchemical transmutation of God's Holy Spirit presence into the earthen vessels of the remnant army, and the zombies and gray aliens absolutely despise this. Shotguns and bullets won't affect the zombies/undead, but the printed seal and the communion will. Read the messages given by Jesus Christ to his 21st century prophets, namely Maria Divine Mercy, link below, Prophet David Ouwor, and Prophet Brandon, whose YouTube is called The End of Days. If you are reading this and think Christianity is cringe or simply a fabrication, ask yourself why the cabal disagree and are spending trillions of dollars to fake a second coming of Jesus with advanced holograms, and why they're so hell-bent to deceive as much people as possible. Why do human beings cringe when Jesus Christ's name is mentioned? The answer is because the demons in those people get agitated at that very name. Very soon a new Gnostic religion will be popular, a new age deception will merge with Islam and will deny the divinity of Jesus Christ and say that we are all ascended masters with divine sparks and that the Old Testament God was a demon called Yaldabaoth. They will produce fake pottery scribal evidence to say he was a volcano deity or an Anunnaki, but this is false. The message delivered by Jesus Christ to Maria Divine Mercy on Saturday, November 20, 2010 predicted there was going to be a food shortage, a banking collapse, and correctly stated that the identification system will be an identity stamp needed to draw down money, buy food, travel, live in your homes and trade. Thankfully, he also stated that this will not last long as their days are numbered. A copy PDF link is provided for the full messages of Maria Divine Mercy and Jesus, message about our times and how to prepare. If you are too prideful to bend the knee to Jesus and reform your life from your current apathy, Jesus will soon vomit you out. The majority of people who will be deceived by the mark of the beast will be your average apathetic, materialistic, carnal individual, who only care to top up their bellies, pay their mortgages, take their children to sports, travel, go to the gym, and pick up women at a bar. They will be the first people who will be demonically possessed by the so-called aliens or zombies. They will call this the zombie invasion. It is better to starve to death and wither away due to lack of water than to receive the mark in all of its components. You don't have much time now and time is running out. Share this video before they wipe the internet completely clean in the blackout.